Today we're working on lesson 6.5, which is multiplying binomials. Really, all this lesson is the distributive property over and over. Okay, so I am going to go over one of the methods that people use. I really don't like this method, but sometimes it'll help you until you get used to distributing. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to multiply the first two terms in each of the parentheses. And that is our first step. Find the product of the first two terms in the parentheses. Okay, so we're going to multiply x times x. X times x is x squared. We just practiced that in our warm-up. Okay, the next thing that I am going to multiply is the two outer terms. So the 7 times the 3. Okay, so 7 times 3 is 21. Oh, that's not right.
That's a 2. You just gotta put a 1.
Yes, I messed up. Hold on just a second. I did the 2 second terms. Hold on. All right. Sorry about that. So the two outer terms would be the x with the 3 over here. And when you multiply those together, what's x times 3? 3x. Okay. All right. The next one that I'm going to multiply are the two inner terms. So the two inner terms would be 7 times x, which is 7x. Okay.
Oh, okay. I get it.
And then you're going to multiply the two last terms in each parentheses. And you're going to get 7 times 3, which I tried to do earlier, is 21.
Yeah, we did.
Now, my question is, can you combine any like terms? And the answer is yes. 3x plus 7x is 10x. So my final answer would be x squared plus 10x plus 21. All right. Okay, so I want everybody to try practice number 1. Okay. Okay, I want you to go ahead and check your answer. Make sure you understand what's going on here. Any questions on how to do this? For example 2, we're going to multiply x times x. And then we're going to multiply x times -7. Then we're going to multiply -5 times x. And then -5 times -7. And we're able to combine the like terms. And this would be our final answer. So I want everybody to go ahead and try practice 2 on your own. Okay. Okay, Isaiah is going to go ahead and walk us through this.
Okay, so first things first, you gotta put the b and b together, creates b squared
Okay,
minus, and there'll be a -3. Bring down the 3 and be -3b minus 6b, and then bring the b squared down, and it'll be minus 9b, and then plus 18, and that's the answer.
You're
yes,
so smart.
good job.
Good job, buddy.
Mm,
Oh, did you
Uh-oh.
pause it?
No, hold on just a second, my video froze. Oh. Okay. So moving down to example 3, the coefficients are the only difference. So I want you to look at this really quick. When we multiply these first two terms together, and this is why we did those lessons 3 and 4 first, so you knew how to do this. You're going to multiply 2 times 3, which is 6, and then a times a, which is a squared. So the only difference is that you're adding the coefficients here. And we keep going. Now we're going to do 2a times 1, which is just 2a. Now we move to the second one, which is 5 times 3a, and we get 15a. And then we do the last one, which is 5 times 1, and we get 5. Now we can combine 2a and 15a, and we end up with 6a squared plus 17a plus 5. So I'm going to come around and see if you have any answers, and I want everybody to try practice 3. So on this one, we're doing the first two terms. You should get 4c squared. And then 4c times 5 is 20c. 3 times c is 3c. And 3 times 5 is 15. We can then combine these to get 4c squared plus 23c plus 15.
That's impossible.
How's that impossible?
Okay.
Wait, no.
That's true. Or it makes a mistake, that's something.
All right, let's move on to example and practice 4. And what we're going to do with the rest of these is I'm going to do the examples, and then I'll have you go back and work the practice, and you could, I'll check your answers as we move on. We do have a second lesson, so don't forget that. Okay, so we have 8k times -3k. That's -24k squared. We have 8k times a -5, which is a -40k. -1 times -3k is a +3k. And -1 times -5 is a +5. When we combine our like terms, you should get -24k squared minus 37k plus 5. All right, you guys gonna tell us how to do practice 4. Go ahead.
All right, so first you have to do -6m times 5m.
Mhm.
You get -20m squared.
30.
Start 30m squared.
Okay.
And then you have to do -6m times -2.
Mhm.
And negative is a positive, so plus 12m.
Mhm.
And then you have to move on to the -3.
Mhm.
So -3 times 5m is -3. Then you have to go for 6, and then -3 times -2 is +2.
Mhm. And when we combine our like terms, what do we get with that one?
You get -30m squared and then -3.
Mhm.
That's 6.
Yep, good. All right. Do you guys think you could do examples of, oh wait,
Oh, that's 15.
guys. So do you think you guys could do 5 and 6 on your own? Okay, so let's go ahead and do 5 and 6 on your own. Okay, so I looked at this one, and this one is, because there's 2 variables, it is slightly different than the rest. But I want you to look at what I did here and write this one down and then try this one on your own. When you multiply 6x times 2x, you get 12x squared. That's not new. But when you multiply 6x times 2y, it's just 12xy. And then negative y times 2x is negative 2xy. Negative y times 2y is negative 2y squared. And then you combine these like terms. So go ahead and finish this if you didn't, and then move on to example 5. And then also both example and practice 6. Okay, so the rest of the answers for 5 and 6. So please check those answers and make sure you got them right before we move on to example 7. Any questions on those? Okay, let's look at example 7. With this one, the process is still the same. There's nothing different. So we're going to multiply x over 4 times x over 3. Now, all that is 1/4 x times 1/3 x. That's all that is. So I like to write it, the x separately. Some of you will put the x on as the numerator. That's fine. So what I would write it as is 1/12 x squared. Because 1 times 1 is 1, 4 times 3 is 12, and x times x is x squared. Okay. Before I move on, does everyone understand what I just did? Okay.
Oh, I get it.
Okay.
50-50. Oh.
The next one is x over 4 times 3, negative 3 over 4. So basically it's 1/4 times 3/4, which is negative 1/16 x. Oh, I'm sorry. No, this is 1/4 times 3/4. Oh, it's 3/16, guys.
Why are you
Sorry.
putting a 1 and a 3 over? Like, oh, wait. I get it now.
Okay, now we're going to do 1/4 times 1/3 x, and we'll get 1/12 x. Then we're going to multiply 1/4 times negative 3/4, and we get negative 3/16. Okay. That was the easy part, because the next part is that we have to combine negative 3/16 and 1/12,
Oh my gosh.
which means we're going to have to solve a fraction.
Is there a problem like this in homework?
That's why it's on your notes.
Oh.
Okay,
And I gotta
let's
do
not
this.
complain. Let's just do the work.
I'll complain, I'll cry.
Okay. Oh, you know what I did?
First, Eli says that insulting thing that this.
Okay, I know. All right. I was actually supposed to change this. So, okay, this was supposed to be a 4. Which means, nope, the only thing that's going to change, hold on, is this is going to be 1/16 and this is going to be 1/16. Can you guys just change that really quick? So all of your numerators should have been a 4. So I actually messed that up. That was my fault.
Thank you. Thank you. So is there a problem that's gonna be like, that's not gonna be like what we just had?
Yeah.
Yes.
One of the ones was harder than you matching 2/3 more.
Okay, hold on. I'm still, okay. So this should be your final answer.
Wait, you don't have to do it, but they're all 16?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, the X's.
Yes. Okay, any questions on that? Okay, let's do the last one and then I'll answer your question. Okay, on this one, we have 1/2 y and 1/4 y. When you multiply those, you should get 1/8 y squared.
It's like the second class in a row.
Okay. Now we're gonna do 1/2 y times -3. So you should get -3/2 y. 4 times 1/4 is 4/4y, and we're gonna change that just to 1y in a minute. And then 4 times the -3 is a -12. So we do have to combine these like terms. I'm sorry, yeah, those are like terms. So let me show you something. If we have -3/2 y, what could we do to this to make this denominator a 2?
Nothing. Multiply the top and the bottom by 2. Well, like change it to a denominator and then change it to 2.
Yeah, you're gonna end up dividing both of them by 2, so you really can make it 2/2y, because 4/4 equals 1, 2/2 also equals 1. And now you have like denominators. So, oh yeah. So you have 1/8 y squared minus 1/2 y minus 12. And so this is lesson 6.5. And be sure to check Canvas for your homework. Timmy said that it was all the blue flag problems.
Timmy said that?
Yeah.
Come on, someone in charge.